Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of my podcast. I'm Richa Khitawat, a counseling psychologist based in India. And through this space, I hope to have real, honest conversations about mental health, healing, and relationships. Things we all navigate but don't always talk about. Today, I want to start with something close to many of our hearts: love, fear, and attachment. And how sometimes we all call love may actually be a mix of fear and old attachment wounds. So many of us grow up with a longing to be feeling loved, to feel chosen, to feel safe with someone. But often our idea of love is shaped by early experiences. What we saw, what we lacked, what we feared. Sometimes we stay in these relationships not because they are healthy, but because they are familiar. Sometimes we call it love, but deep down it's fear. Fear of abandonment, fear of not being good enough, fear of being alone. Understanding this difference is essential because love rooted in fear doesn't create connection. It creates anxiety. Let me share some signs that your relationship may be driven more by fear or anxious attachment than by grounded love. You constantly worry they'll leave, even when there's no reason to think so. You feel a need to prove your worth by being agreeable, by overgiving, or by suppressing your own needs. You find it hard to speak up because you're scared it might push them away. You mistake emotional intensity or chaos for passion. You're more focused being needed than being understood. These patterns often stem from unresolved attachment wounds, especially from childhood, where love may have been conditional, inconsistent, or unavailable. Love, in its truest form, isn't just butterflies or longing. It's safety, respect, emotional presence. When you're in a loving, secure connection, you can express needs without guilt or fear. You're allowed to be your full self, not just the pleasing or polished version. Boundaries aren't a threat, they are respected. You don't feel constantly anxious about where you stand. Love feels peaceful, not perfect, but honest. Not always easy, but safe. So, if you're listening to this and realizing you've confused fear for love in the past, you're not alone. Many of us have. The goal isn't to blame ourselves, but to become more aware. Ask yourself, do I feel safe in this relationship? Am I being myself or who I think they want me to be? Am I afraid to lose them or do I truly feel seen by them? These questions help us untangle the difference because real love doesn't ask us to shrink or chase. It invites us to grow and stay grounded even when things are uncertain. Thank you for joining me on this first episode. If this resonated with you, feel free to reflect, journal, or even talk about it with someone you trust. You can also connect with me on Instagram or my website if you'd like to explore more. Until next time, be gentle with your heart and remember, awareness is the first step to change. Before we end today's episode, I want to leave you with a few journaling prompts and reflection questions. If you're able to find a quiet space, you can pause this audio and return to the questions later, or simply think through them as you listen. Take a moment with these. What does love feel like to me? Is it calm, anxious, safe, intense, confusing? Where do I think that understanding came from? When I feel insecure in a relationship, how do I usually react? Do I withdraw, over-explain, people please, become controlling? Was there a time I stayed in a relationship out of fear of being alone, unloved, or abandoned? What did I learn from that experience? What kind of love do I want to experience? And what kind of love do I want to give? Am I able to fully be myself in my current or past relationships? If not, what parts of me feel unsafe to show? You don't need to have all the answers right now. This process takes time. But every time you reflect, you're loosening the grip of old patterns and choosing a new way to relate to love and to show up for yourself. If you found this helpful, consider revisiting these questions in a journal or even speaking them out loud. You may be surprised by what comes up.